What's up, guys? Waiting on Gooz right now. How's everyone doing? Right now, we're just killing time until Gooz gets done doing whatever it is he's working on. Let me check back in with him, see where he's at. Behemoth is right. It's awesome. There we go. All right. He's ready.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's up, dude?
What's good, my man? How you doing, brother?
All right. Playing my new guitar a little bit.
What you got? What you got? You already know I'm a fan. You already know I'm a fan of BC.
Oh yeah. And I got this to drop in it.
Let me see what you got. What you got? There's a glare on that.
X2N.
Oh, hell yeah, man. The X2N is killer, dude. That's exactly what I got in this motherfucker right here.
Hell yeah.
Got two of them right there.
That thing's sweet.
So the cool thing is my neck pickup is not wired, but my neck pickup this was the first DiMarzio that I ever got. My man Billy, what's up, Billy? Yo, this is the first pickup that I ever got from DiMarzio about over 10 years ago, maybe 12, 13.
Damn.
And when I sold the guitar that this was originally in, I wanted to keep the pickup and just remember it because I knew that I fell in love with the DiMarzio sound right away. So I ended up keeping the pickup and I just put it in my favorite guitar. And then what I did was I ended up getting another one for this guitar because when I had the two guitars, they both had an X2N. And so I didn't like whatever the fuck pickup was in here. It was just like a dummy pickup.
Yeah.
So I just popped in an X2N. So now I have the dual DiMarzio theme going on, even though this guy's the only one wired.
Fuck yeah. What was the other guitar you had?
It was a Washburn ML from this company called Funky Monkey. And they made like a limited edition fucking Washburn Dime, and I just had to have it because I'm a huge Dime fan. And you know, it was a great guitar, but I ended up lending it to somebody, and it fucking wasted away in her basement and some shit like that. So yeah, dude. By the time I was like, yo, all the money I was gonna have to spend to put into like repairing the shit, getting it refretted, and all this shit, I was just like, you know what? It's time to move on and sell it for cheap. But I kept the pickup, so fuck it. Part of that guitar is still with me, so.
Right. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta kind of cannibalize them and count your losses.
Yeah. It was the first real like gigging axe that I had. I would say this was like the first real professional axe. It was my second like gigging guitar, and this thing's been through hell. Like if you see like more in-depth like close-up photos of it, this thing's been beat to shit. I used to fucking punch this shit on stage, literally like beat the shit out of the guitar. I used to use my own guitar as a workbench. So I'm trying to get it in the light. You see like a bunch, I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a bunch of like tool markings and shit like that. Cause I would literally put shit on my guitar, use it as a workbench and just hammer shit. So, hey man, fuck it. It got the job done. And this guitar has been through hell, but it's still ticking, but it definitely needs work, man. It definitely needs work. I'm planning on refretting it and getting all the hardware gutted and putting everything brand new just to bring it back to life and hopefully enjoy it for another 12 years. I think I've had this guitar for almost 12 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
so hopefully enjoy it for another 12, 15 more, man.
Right. You gotta keep all the battle scars though. You can't.
Oh, I would never get this thing refinished.
No.
It's exactly what I love about this. Now check this out. I used to carve Gooz into all of my guitars. I don't know if you can see that.
Kind of a little bit.
It's hard to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, scratching and shit like that.
Yeah.
I used to fucking carve that shit in all of my guitars with the flathead screwdriver and just be like, yo, fuck this shit. Just that way everybody knew it was mine. So
nice.
I'm trying to get some homies up in YouTube as well. So my bad if I'm a little bit back and forth.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, but go ahead, man.
I got one guitar like that. I've had it since I was 15, so I guess about 15 years.
Yeah.
It's
oh, nice.
Little RG.
Dude, I love RGs, man. RGs are the fucking shit.
It's a flame top, but you can't.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. And I don't know. I think I just finally put some like aftermarket pickups in it, like just this past year, and just threw like a JB and some iron gears in there.
Okay. All right.
But if you like look real close at it in different places, there's a huge crack along like the back of the headstock, and
Oh shit.
like cracks in the paint, and I've ripped out the input jack I don't know how many times, and
Yeah.
strap buttons, and
But it just keeps coming back from the dead, doesn't it?
absolutely. Because I used to think I was like in Dillinger Escape Plan or something, and used to throw my shit around.
Yeah. Dude, I beat the shit out of somebody with this motherfucker, bro. Somebody was acting like a piece of shit, bro, and I just fucking took this end and I just went, fuck you, bro. Yeah, dude, when people act stupid, you gotta let them know what's up, dude. So I beat the shit out of it. That's why you got shit like that happening out here. That might be some fucking blood still there, too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a little tooth embedded.
Well, yeah, dude, look at that shit. It's all fucking jacked up. I love this guitar so much. It's literally a guitar. I have thrown this guitar across the fucking room. I've hit people with it. I've punched it literally on stage multiple times. And it just one of those guitars, like I said, it just keeps coming back, dude.
Hell yeah.
Shit. I almost dropped it right now. Dude, literally when I set this shit down, I just go like this. I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. I don't give a fuck, dude. It's been through the worst shit. Like, it's fallen, like, straight flat down like that, too.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, the headstock's going to be cracked. I take it out, and I'm like, there's not a fucking scratch on it. We're good to go.
I guess that's why so many people are into, like, the whole relicking thing, because you don't really have to give a fuck as much if you, like, scratch up some paint or dent it or whatever.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess.
But it's, I mean, let me tell you, I love the relic stuff. It's cool, but I don't know. Hold on. Well, let me see if I'm able to go live here on YouTube. Oh, not sure if anybody. I think I'm live on YouTube. This is my first YouTube live. Haven't really done that one, but yeah, man, it's I like the relic stuff. It's cool. It's just, it's not the same because they didn't really get the proper battle scars, you know?
It's like buying pre-ripped jeans.
Yeah. It's not the same, man. It's definitely not the same.
Well, you were talking about getting your first DiMarzio 10 years ago and shit. What got you hooked up with DiMarzio in the first place?
Well, my first introduction to DiMarzio was, Chuck. And, right. Because Dime was a Seymour Duncan dude, and I actually hate Seymour Duncans. I've never liked Seymour Duncans. They sound very metallic-y to me. And let's see, Ryan, let's hear some more. Ryan, you got fans that want to hear some vocals, homie?
Yeah, it's my little brother.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he's trolling.
Oh, I'm trying to edit some shit over here. As far as audio. Oh, let me real quick, 1 second, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, like my first introduction was Chuck from Death, and he was a DiMarzio X2N guy, and that was my first introduction to DiMarzio.
Yeah.
And when I tried it out, I was like, fuck, like this shit kicked ass. And at the time, I was not. Can you guys hear my audio? At the time, I was not using tube amps. I was a solid state guy, and I loved it. And I wasn't using boost pedals either. So it was the perfect pickup because it was just super high output, like relentless. And it was just one of those things where it was just like, yo, you touch the guitar and bam, it's ready to kick ass. So it was my first. Oh, you can hear me? Yeah, cool. So yeah, it was my first introduction to DiMarzio, and I've been playing literally DiMarzios for over 12 to 13 years, and now I'm an artist with them. I've been a DiMarzio artist for like I think 2 years now, coming up on 2 years. So yeah, man, it's one of those things that it's so critical to my sound. I don't ever see myself changing from any other type of like playing other type of pickups or any other brands of pickups. So, it's for me. And, I have so many different guitars, and they're all loaded with DiMarzios. And the ones that are not, I just got a huge DiMarzio order that just came in last week. So I got to take those little by little to my tech and start, swapping pickups out and shit like that.
Which one's first?
Now, I don't know if you saw on my story, maybe like a few days ago, I put that Warlock. Yeah. So
Titans?
Well, apparently, I want to do like a fan thing where, whatever has the most votes will be the pickups that I put in there. But, I wanted to put the X2N and the PAF, but everyone voted on the Titans, so I will honor that and I'll put the Titans in there.
Dude, I've heard they're badass.
I've played them. They're
okay.
great. They're
I've
great.
never tried them.
Yeah. They're really good. They're definitely very tight, very articulate. Because they're meant for, what's his name, Jake Bowen.
Yeah.
I'm not into that periphery shit. Yeah. Fuck. They got like one cool riff out of everything that they've made, in my opinion.
My favorite part of them is like the singer gets some really cool vocal hooks every now and then. But beyond that, it's just, I don't know.
Not my thing.
Yeah.
Let me answer this. Let me answer this motherfucker right here, Luis Torres.
Fucking Louis.
Oh, you know Luis Torres, bro?
Dude, we talk on here.
My man over here is 7H3 Heavy. I got it going on the YouTube as well. 7H3 Heavy. I agree with you, bro. I just like periphery with the passion myself, dude. Fuck that. Guitar Storms, greetings from NYC, bro, in New Jersey. Joe, what's up, man? What else we got here? Gabriel, what's up, man? What's up? But yeah, dude, fuck that. I like death metal, bro. I like some fucking pure, aggressive death metal, man. Fuck that.
Absolutely. I don't know. I think when that shit first hit, I was at Marshall, or I was at college, and I was doing like jazz studies and stuff like that. So I had my head kind of up like music theory's ass, and was on all that like kind of pretentious. It's like, oh, this like, I don't know, technical shit. Oh, cut out on me.
My bad. You cut out.
There you go.
Were you able to hear me at all?
No, you kind of cut out on me.
All right, yeah. Go ahead. I know you were saying something when you were at studying jazz studies.
Yeah. I just kind of had my head up the ass of music theory and progressive and technical shit. I kind of got into the whole Genty thing, like literally, like Periphery was they just put out their first album. Animals Leaders just put out their first album, which all those guys are killer musicians, but it did not really hold up with me over time.
Yeah, man. It's me and my buddies Justin and Kevin Fassard. Yeah. Those are my mans, bro. Yo, dude, those guys are awesome. But we stay bullshitting about how some of these guitar players nowadays, they're great. They're great guitar players.
Yeah.
But it's like they got this whole finger gymnastics shit going on. Like, yo, fuck that. Like, you're gonna make a song. It's gonna be all this fucking finger gymnastics shit, and then the next song is gonna sound just like that. Like, let's hear some fucking let's hear some riffs, man. Let's hear some fucking crushing shit. But I guess that's where just play riffs. That's right. I guess that's what that's where the scene is headed nowadays. Where it's just like this whole. Who can outplay who?
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to, you got guys back in the day who were just writing some shit that they felt, and it was, heavy riffs and just whatever they had at the moment, And that stuff stood the test of time. I mean, that's the reason why we're still talking about shit like as gruesome as it was for the time, Cannibal Corpse. It was some shit that they were just like, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. This is just what we feel. This is like primal as shit. Yeah. And then you had guys like fucking Death, my favorite, Obituary, shit like that. So you got this motherfucker over here, Luis Torres, saying he plays dadcore. I fucking hate that guy, bro. But I love him at the same time. I know he's watching this shit. Te lo que era un come mierda, Lewis. Is that Chuck Schuldiner, BC Rich? This is not Chuck's BC Rich, but I did have the Chuck Schuldiner model. I ended up wait. So check this out. This is a cool story, Joe. So I had Chuck Schuldiner's original Stealth, the import model, and I was selling. I've had a lot of Stealths. This is my favorite guitar shape. So I was selling my 7-string Stealth because at the time it was my first 7-string and I just couldn't vibe with it.
Yeah.
Now I love 7 strings, but I just couldn't vibe with that at the time, right? So long story short, I listed my my 7-string on eBay, and there was a picture next to it of my Chuck Schuldiner guitar. And somebody messaged me. He goes, "Hey, I don't want the guitar that you're selling in the listing, but I see that you have the Chuck Schuldiner guitar next to it. I want to buy it." I said, "That guitar is not for sale." He messages me back and he goes, "I'm willing to pay a lot of money for it." And I was like, "Bro, how much you willing to pay?" He goes, "Anywhere from like $3,500 to $5,000. So I was like, "Yo, check it out, $4,700, bro, with the case. What's up?" And he's just like, "Done, I'll do it." And then I thought it was a scam at first. I was like, "Bro, you know this is not the custom shop model. This is the import model." He's like, "Yeah, I want it." I was like, "All right." So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, he paid $4,700 for a fucking import model, brother. That's exactly what happened. And I got the receipts to fucking prove it. My boy from Sinister Metal didn't believe me, and I showed him a fucking receipt of the payment, and he was just like, "Yo, you motherfucker." But you know, getting back to the story. At first, I thought it was fake. I thought this motherfucker was trying to scam me. Hey, that's my boy right there. Look at that piece of shit. Sinister Metal right there. I was just talking about you, motherfucker. So, you know, I was thinking it was gonna be a fucking scam, and he was just like, "Oh, can we do payment through UPS payment on delivery?" I was like, "Nigga, we're gonna do this shit. We doing PayPal, homie, and you sending me my fucking money, and when shit clears, I'll send you the fucking guitar." And it took about a week and a half. He was like, "I don't have PayPal. My bank won't let me pay." It was just all this bullshit. And I was like, "Yo, this motherfucker's trying to scam me." Lo and behold, he got his PayPal account set up. He got everything taken care of. And the money was in my fucking account. And PayPal was like, "It's okay to ship now." And I was like, "Yo, you got to be kidding me. This motherfucker just paid $4,700 for my guitar." I didn't want to sell. But at the time, I was building, you know, Murder the Mix Studios, and I was just like, "Yo, this could buy a lot of shit for the studio." So it is what it is. So, Joe, this is not the Chuck, but I had that one, and this is the Stealth Pro. So a little story that goes together with that question.
God damn.
Yeah, man.
How long ago was that?
I'll say that's 3 years or 4 years, around there. 3 or 4 years.
Huh.
Yeah, something like that. Then
Man,
you bought this motherfucker. Louis Torres said I bought a blow up doll for $4,700. Yeah, I did, Louis. I did, and it had your fucking face on it. You motherfucker, pierced nipples and all, brother.
Oh god.
This motherfucker, yo. And I saw Ryan. I saw you having a drink. Cheers to all my homies out on YouTube, and all my homies out on Instagram. Cheers. It's fucking metal Saturday.
What are you drinking anyway? What is that?
Yo, listen, I never liked IPA.
Yeah.
I was always a Pilsner guy. But one day I was at Buffalo Wild Wings, and the girl was just like, "Listen, we have a special on this. I'll bring you a glass for free to try it." And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" So I asked her, and it's NJ Beer Co. It's their IPA. Yeah. And honestly, ever since then, I got a taste for all these different IPAs. And in my opinion, this may be the best IPA out of all the brands and all the local brews and all the different states that I've been in. This may be the best IPA that I've ever had. And it's crazy because they brew this shit maybe 5 minutes away from my studio.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, like, it's on this block. You just go a couple of avenues down, and they brew the shit right here.
Nice. We got a couple local ones around here that are pretty good. There's a Devil Ants IPA which I don't normally fuck with IPAs either.
Yeah.
It just kind of tastes like piss and hops most of the time, but
yeah. When you find a good one, my nigga, yo, bro, I'll get back to you with that setup. I'll set up your guitar. I'll give you a price. But my nigga, I've been busy, so bear with me. I will get back to you hopefully tonight because I have a session after this. If not, tomorrow morning or afternoonish, I will definitely get back to you. It's my boy Lennon right there. Who else? But yeah, man, when you find a good one, it's like I said today I was just like, you know what? I was gonna get Presidente, which is I'm Dominican, by the way. So I was gonna get Presidente, but I had that shit last night. So I figured today I was like, you know what? I'm going all NJ, repping my homies out in NJ.
Hell yeah. Oh shit.
Word, dude. I got some stories with this fucking beer. I can't share that though on fucking on the live. I can't share that shit. But message me and I'll tell you.
I'll get it out of you later.
Yeah. Not on the live. Trust me, you won't get that shit out of me on the live. But you hit me up. I'll tell you a story or two with this fucking beer.
Word. Shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, what got you addicted to BC Rich to begin with? Was it also chalk? Or
yeah, bro. You know what's crazy? Everybody knows me as a death metal guy. What's the first thing someone should? Just if you can keep track of some of the questions here.
Yeah.
Or I guess you know what's cool, guys. If you have questions, put that. I think there's a little question box. Put that in there so we can get to it. And we won't forget because I'm trying to juggle between the YouTube and I'm trying to juggle between the Instagram. And real quick, guys, on YouTube, can you hear Ryan? I got my chest mic on, so I don't know if you guys can hear Ryan, but if you can, please let me know. I'm trying to balance the different platforms and shit.
What up with it, Loke?
trying to see. You guys can barely hear him. I'm gonna try to get closer. Ryan, can you say some shit real quick?
Yo, what up with it?
Yo, you guys hear him a little bit better now?
A little bit. Anything?
Yeah. A Guitar Storm says he hears him okay. Joe says he barely hears you, and 7H3 Heavy. Fucking cool username. Okay, that's better. They said. Cool.
Okay.
Sorry for my Instagram homies though. I'm mad like up in your grill and shit. Headbutt you motherfuckers. So, Gabriel, I was trying to raise some more volume up on Ryan, but I think that's about as much as this iPhone's gonna go.
Shit. Got like pedal boxes.
What happened?
I got like pedal boxes all over my fucking desk. I was just trying to
dude, bro, my studio's a fucking mess right now, dude. I've been working like a dog. I've just been in here every day, just between clients and lessons and fucking, mixing and mastering and editing and all that shit.
Right.
I've just been fucking like, and moving shit around. I'm going to get to your question real quick. I'm just going to try to keep up with some of the guys on YouTube too. Joe, I believe Joe asked, whatever happened to the Marshall? So if I'm not going to move the camera right now, but over here is usually where my Marshall amp is. Or you can see it on YouTube. You can see it right there. That's the Cali, this white thing right here. I don't know if you can see that, Ryan. Probably not, but right there. That's the Cali.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Marshall, actually, Joe, I took it in for maintenance today. I ended up getting a really good amp tech that is really close to me. So it's about 10 blocks away. So I just, dropped it off. and he should have a diagnosis for me within a week. I believe I narrowed down the issue. It's definitely an issue with the preamp tubes, and it's in V4 and V5, which I believe is the effects loop. But I'm no certified amp tech, so. But I did narrow it down because I did tap on things, and I made sure to see which tubes were microphonic and not. And it's like V4 and V5. I don't know if you know about that stuff, Ryan, but
Yeah,
there's different whatever the fuck they're called, but different numbers in the tubes.
right.
And V4 and V5, there's an issue which is causing hum and all that stuff, Joe. So it's a slap a microphone on that phone. Yeah, I'm trying, Joe. It's just I'll get it better for the next one. I'm trying to get more of stuff for Ryan real quick. My bad, Ryan. You might have to yell at these motherfuckers out on YouTube, trying to include them into the mix. You know.
I'll try to speak up a little bit. I got it muted, but I pulled up your YouTube live stream too, just for the hell of it.
All right. Word.
Bro, I'm hurt. You called me Riggs of Doom.
Oh, bro. Fuck, dude. My bad, dude. My bad, bro. I was wilding out, bro. Riggs of death metal.
It's all good.
I was fucking rushing, bro. Can I change it?
I don't know. Maybe after.
I'll change that shit later. I got you, bro. My bad, dude. I've been fucked up all day, bro. Kind of running around getting shit done, dude. My bad.
It's all good.
But yeah. But so your question was, if I remember correctly, what got me into BC Rich, right?
Yeah.
So it was definitely Chuck. And the funny story with that is, I've made some stories on my YouTube, or some videos on my YouTube, and I think you saw that one about Dimebag and how he got me into wanting to play guitar and all that shit.
Yep.
But it's so funny because I used to make fun of death metal. I used to think that death metal was fucking garbage, dude. And one day, I don't know if where you living at?
West Virginia.
You guys don't have Optimum down there. Well, basically it's the cable service, right?
Okay.
So out here in New York and New Jersey. So we have the cable service, and it has channels. I'm sure you have it. It has channels that are dedicated to music, and it has different genres. It has like metal, it has R&B, it has, hip hop, all this shit, right?
Right.
So one day late at night, I'm watching the metal channel, or I'm listening to the metal channel while I'm just laying in bed hanging out. And this song, Crystal Mountain, comes on. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I write the name down, and I was like, it's from the band Death. So I write it down. And next thing you know, I decided to check out the album, and it was a Symbolic album. And I loved it. Thought it was great. And then I checked out the rest of Death's discography, and I hated it. All the heavy shit like Leprosy, Spiritual Healing. Dude, I fucking hate Human. I fucking hated it. And it was just little by little, it started to grow on me.
Right.
And it transitioned to this whole thing where it's like Slayer wasn't enough for me anymore. Like thrash metal, like wasn't enough for me anymore. Yeah. And slowly, little by little, it started to transition into fucking death metal. And that's what I'm known for now.
Yeah.
And yes, so Chuck, getting how that story ties together is Chuck was the guy who influenced me to kind of take my playing to a different level. I wouldn't say better than Dime, but just different.
Yeah.
And as I was growing as a musician and someone who was starting to take his instrument a little bit more serious, I started to get into a whole different genre of music, which was heavier and more brutal and more extreme. And then, I started finding bands like Cannibal, Deicide, Morbid Angel, all that type of shit. And here we are today, man.
Oh, yeah.
So.
The first guitar I ever wanted before I even started playing, I was just looking through a buddy's guitar catalog, and I was interested. I was like 13 or 14. And it had an ad with Kerry King, and it was like for a fucking rack tuner or something stupid. But
it was like a fucking chord tuner. It's like, yes, I'm
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
buying this Korg tuner because this is the Korg tuner that Kerry King fucking tunes his guitars after he does his shitty solos.
I just like, well, it had a picture of him like playing live with one of his Warlocks,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I've never seen him play it before or after, so I don't know. Like it was like this weird dark red with the black tribal.
Uh-huh.
It was almost like fucking burgundy or some shit. I don't know, but I was like, I remember going through this little catalog, and there was this house. Whoa, who's that dude? Because this guy was showing me like Les Pauls and Strats. He was like a classic rock kid,
Uh-huh.
and he played. You know, we were like 13 or whatever, but he'd been playing a few years.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, yeah, oh yeah, these are good. These Paul Reed Smiths, and then Kerry King. I'm like, whoa, wait, who's that guy? It's like, oh yeah, that's just Kerry King. It's like
Be like, nah, motherfucker, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah. It's like I want that thing. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they're okay. They're like for metal guitars. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, that's the type of shit I'm going for right there, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick, man. There's something special about heavy metal that I feel is missing now. Hey, Gabriel, on the Instagram, if you can type that in the message, I mean, I think there's a little question box, and that way you can get it. And I think Ryan, you or me are able to select it.
Yeah, there's still one here real quick. What's the first thing that somebody should learn or do when they're first trying to play death metal? Get that picking hand in check.
Well, I would go even a step further and say, you know, if you want to learn death metal, it has to be something that really grows on you. Because as I said, like I hated fucking death metal, dude. I thought, dude, I used to make fun of death metal. I used to think that death metal was stupid. It was fucking boring. These motherfuckers had no skill. They're fucking whack. It's just a bunch of fucking noise. And down, drop everything. You know, I thought it was just a bunch of bullshit. I just thought it was a bunch of fucking noise and bullshit. And as I started to become a better musician, I started to understand and learn. And I would say one of the first things that you really need to do when you're learning to play or wanting to learn how to play death metal is you got to develop a solid taste and love for a couple of bands, because you're going to start to see your mind shift into a whole death metal writing or riff writing territory. You know, it's just like I love hearing blues solos and shit like that, but it's not my thing. You know, I love hearing that, and I wish I could play like a blues player could, but that's not my thing. You know, I like listening to it, but it's, again, not my thing. So my whole thing with death metal is, if you really want to start getting into that and start playing that, really start to listen to a solid group of bands that you're like, wow, I really like this shit. And you're going to start to see your mind's going to start to shift, and you're going to start to like not write the same style of riffs, but you're definitely going to experience the influence there.
I would agree with that. It's definitely like this all-encompassing overall mentality thing. I also got your chat up too. I'm just kind of glancing at it. Somebody made the comment, 80s, 90s guitar tones are the best tones compared to now.
Who said that? Who said that?
7H3 Heavy.
Yo, my man, 7H. Oh, yeah, most likely. Unpopular opinion, but yo, 7H Heavy hit the fucking nail on the head. You're the fucking man. Yes, fucking 80s and 90s tones are the shit. Fuck, like these modern death metal tones and stuff, they're cool and all. They're fucking compressed to shit.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that too as an engineer. I want to talk about that shit. But 7H3 Heavy, yes. Fucking old school death metal tones and metal tones in general, or even fucking classic rock tones in general, were the best. You know why? Because it was about the player getting a fucking great sound out of his fucking guitar, out of his amp, and very few little gimmicks and gadgets and all this shit. those are the best fucking tones. And even when they had the gimmicks and gadgets, like, you know, the flanger, the phaser, you know, the delay, the reverb, there was a certain flavor to it. It was a certain style, man. It was a certain vibe. And it was so fucking cool, where now it's just like, it's a little bit like, bro, I'm fine with never listening to you again.
It's like, not to sound like a boomer or nothing, but a lot of it
Fucking nigga, sound like a boomer. I don't give a fuck, bro.
A lot of it is just like using the same handful of plugins or the same modelers. And
oh, dude, listen, as an engineer, that shit fucks me up, bro, because I cannot stand that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, anybody who records with me will tell you, I will bust your fucking ass. And bro, I've given people their money back. One time I had this fucking piece of shit drummer, and he wasted my fucking time, bro. He wasted my fucking time getting shit done. And yo, I reached into my fucking pocket and I gave that I took the money and I slammed that shit on the fucking table. I said, get your fucking cymbals, get your shit, and get the fuck out of my fucking studio. Like, yo, I don't got time for this shit. Because as an engineer, my whole thing is the passion has to be there. I can get you whatever fucking sound you want. I can make you sound compressed and sterile as shit, or I can make you sound as raw and as mean and natural as possible. I've been doing it for fucking years. I know how to get it done. Wow.
Sorry. I was checking in on our questions, and your boy Justin.
I was just gonna say that fucking piece of shit, fucking Sinister Metal. What do you say? What do you say?
He asked.
Forget about whatever bullshit I was saying. What did this fucking piece of shit say?
He asked, "Is Gooz transgender?"
Yo, my nigga Sinister Metal, bro. He said, "Am I transgender?" Yes. You don't hear this? You don't hear this voice? This motherfucker, bro. He stays busted. Listen, it's about time I get some payback. He gets some payback on me, because I stay fucking trolling his live streams. Stay fucking talking shit in his live stream. And sometimes he be making like 2 or 3 hour live streams, bro. And I stay talking shit the whole fucking time. And he's like, this motherfucker's still here, bro. So I'll give you that one, Justin. I call him Compston.
Nice. Oh yeah, he's typed that a couple times. I don't really know what to think about it.
Yo, Compton, I beat. He'll know what that means. That piece of shit, motherfucker. Let's take some YouTube questions. Hold on.
Yeah,
boys, hold on. You got to give me a minute. I'm running out of brew. Give me a minute. I hope everybody got, or some of y'all have some drink. I'm about due for another one. Give me 1 second.
And just letting y'all know, I am keeping up with the questions here. I got them pulled up.
Word. Questions. Yo, this motherfucker Ben Shapiro. I love your fucking your username, dude.
I was
that
looking
shit
at that.
Cracked me up the other day. The other day, bro, I was in this fucking like serious ass conversation about some some shit with my client, and it just said Ben Shapiro, like I was fucking dying, dude. Yo, Ben Shapiro, you're the fucking man, dude. Yo, Blacktooth Fox, my UK homie, what's up? I appreciate you being on this fucking live stream, because motherfucker, it's like 3 in the morning for you, right? Some shit like that. My girl's English, and she's over there right now. Unfortunately, due to this whole fucking COVID shit, the plan was to have my girlfriend living here in the States with me by this point, but fucking COVIDia happened to strike. So I appreciate you being on the live, homie, because I know it's fucking late as fuck for you homies out there in the UK. So cheers to you. What did fucking Justin say? Is that him again?
No, No, I'm laughing at Ben Shapiro.
What is it? I got great music. Why would you doubt it's not? My nigga Ben Shapiro, bro.
Oh God. Anyway.
Yo, Joe, the death metal community has some fucking, and the metal community in general has some really fucking cool people. But I will say lately there's been some suspect shit going on with some metal motherfuckers that I've seen, and I'm like, whoa, shit's a little bit different now. But yes, I do agree overall, Joe. There's a bunch of cool metalheads out there and metal people that are part of this community. Bunch of cool folks. Horns up, Ben. Fucking Ben Shapiro, dude.
Let me see.
I appreciate that, Blacktooth. Appreciate that. Passionate. And also, Blacktooth, while we're on it, yeah, man, the passion behind it, like I said, getting back to the story, that I fuck, dude, I've given people their fucking money back and be like, yo, get the fuck out of my studio because you were wasting my time. When I record a project, when I first started out as an engineer, you know, you have to scrap and get the fucking, you know, whatever business came in, you know. But now, dude, I'm at the point where I make good money. I can afford to say I want to work with you. I don't want to work with you.
Yeah.
And that's what I look for. It's honestly like I don't give a fuck how sick of an instrumentalist you are or vocalist or whatever. Right. If you don't have the passion behind it, I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. I'll give you your fucking money back and be like, yo, get the fuck out of my spot. You're wasting my time. You're draining my fucking energy. Because I call him Kumston Goethe from Sinister Faggot Guitars. Kumston Goethe, he knows, man. Like I work really fucking hard. And at one point, if you even watch some of my older YouTube videos, in one of the videos, he's like, yo, bro, do you ever fucking sleep? Like, you're awake every fucking moment of the day. And that's basically what it is, bro. I sleep like 2 or 3 hours a day, and I'm up working on my fucking shit in the studio, getting shit out for clients, practicing. You know, him and Kevin Fassard, they get mad at me when we fucking start talking shit on like live streams or you know, like when we start talking like a video call. Yeah. And I'm practicing, and they're like, "Yo, Gooz, shut the fuck up! Like we're trying to have a chat, and you just, you know, like, dude, I'm trying, man. You know, I work hard. So, Blacktooth Fox, yes, it's all about the passion, and if you don't have that, you go fuck yourself. It's my philosophy on that.
I feel you on the whole sleep thing, but I think mine comes from working nights and having a newborn too.
Oh, yeah. How old is your newborn?
4 months now.
Shit, congrats, dude. My niece is my youngest niece is 6 months. I just saw her today. So yeah. So congrats on that, dude.
Oh, thanks, man. Let's see. Hey, I pinned up a question. Are you able to see that?
I am not seeing any questions.
Okay, I'll read it for you. It's from your boyfriend, and he asked, ask
fucking Kumston, piece of shit.
Ask Gooz what they say. Ask Gooz what they say to people at the pump gas.
Yo. I can't say that shit because YouTube or Instagram might start flagging me for some bullshit. But I'm gonna send you that video, Ryan. Ryan, since you're hosting this chat, I'm gonna send you that video. You'll know.
All right.
Oh man, my boy Kumston Goethe. Yo, for you motherfuckers on YouTube that have Instagram and you guys on Instagram that obviously are on Instagram, go follow my boy Justin's page, Sinister Metal Guitars. He's like you, where you know it's not about this bullshit post whatever you know people submit. It's got to be fitting to the theme. Like his page is about real fucking metal shit. And the same thing with you. It's like, you know, it's some fucking death metal shit. And that's the type of rigs you want to see. You don't want to see fucking somebody with a Fender Bassman.
Right.
You want to see like a fucking full gain, full high gain Marshall JCM 800 stack, or a Randall Thrasher, or a Fortin Cali or Sigil, whatever.
Right.
You know, you want to see some metal shit, some death metal shit.
Fuck yeah. And I've I've tried asking a couple buddies like you know that know that I do this page and all that, and try to get them to submit, and they're like, nah, no way. Like, I was like, why? Come on. He's like,
why not?
I was like, if you look at the page, you know, we got some crates up there, and then we got some angles. I mean, we run the gambit. I mean, it.
Yo, crate. Yo, don't sleep on crate, man.
No,
I got
absolutely.
Look, check this out. For you homies out on YouTube, you won't be able to see this, but you may have seen it in my other photos. I don't know if you can see that crate down over there.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a crate stealth. That amplifier is one of the ones that I want to review on my YouTube channel as well. I just haven't done it yet because it needs some servicing, and it needs to have like a whole bunch of like tubes replaced and everything. But that amp is fucking 90s death metal in a box. Like, you turn that shit on, you crank the fucking gain, you crank the channel, it sounds like 90s fucking death metal. Like, there's no pedals that you need. There's nothing. You just fucking take it, turn it on, put up the gain, and play. And you're going to be like, yo, it sounds like fucking 90s death metal. Sounds like Morbid Angel, like, you know, when they were releasing The Covenant. Sounds like fucking, you know, like Spiritual Healing. Sounds like shit like that, 1990. That sounds like Human also. It's got a very scooped and aggressive high gain sound. I love it. I don't play it as much because obviously I have other amps. I have a bunch of fucking amps. But which Mandible Claw, are you talking about the crate that I just mentioned?
What was that? Oh, Stealth? Crate Stealth?
I know Mandible Claw mentioned. What model is that? Were you referring to the guitar, or were you referring to the crate that I just showed?
Same answer either way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. My man Ryan's on that shit. So Mandible Claw, as my boy Ryan, yo, my boy CMG Media Group, what's good? Yo, Mandible Claw, it is actually the same answer like Ryan said. This is the BC Rich Stealth, and that is also, I told you, I don't give a fuck, bro. This is my favorite guitar. If something ever happened to it, I'd be so devastated. But, you know, I beat the shit out of it, so it's all right. So it's the BC Rich Stealth, and the amp is also called the Crate Stealth. So, you know, they are both technically the Stealth.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but we got a dude on Instagram and YouTube. That's dedication.
Yeah, man. Joe Me Guitars. Homie, what's up? Thank you for the support.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's do one. Let's do one on the line. Yo, Line 6 Helix. Actually, I'm not a big fan of modelers and shit like that, man, but I fuck with the Line 6 Helix. I played it. It was cool. Would I ever own one? No. Unless it was a touring situation where I really needed something small and compact that can deliver the goods. I would use the Line 6 Helix if I really had to. I personally would prefer to build a pedal board with like a preamp and some effects pedals, like a delay and reverb and all that stuff, and then have a separate power amp, like a mini power amp. But if I absolutely had to use a Helix, I would. I think it delivers a good enough sound to get the job done.
Hey, to tag on to that, I fuck with the Helix shit. I mean, it's badass. I'm trying to speak up so they can hear me.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Like, I've had a couple of those products. Right now, I've got the Pod Go, and I'll use it with my Mesa and my real pedals as like kind of like just a switching system and some delays and shit, and get my my tone out of the amp. But I also got a Crate Power Block just to use as just a clean power amp. And, I'll use the Pod Go for practices or just, jamming and try to save on tubes. And, dude, it's legit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. The Helix stuff is pretty cool. Like I said, I played it and I was impressed by it when it first came out.
Yeah.
I was lucky that at the time I had one of the Victor. I don't know if he's still there, but he was one of the GC reps, the Guitar Center reps that would go, or he was one of the Line 6 reps that would go to all the Guitar Centers. And at the time, I worked for the Guitar Center in Times Square, which was one of the flagships in New York City. And, you know, he was able to give me a tour of the whole, like, rig, like, in and out. He's also a pretty cool dude and a good guitar player. And I was fortunate to get the walkthrough from him. And, you know, I thought it sounded great. I thought it sounded really cool.
And, you know, the differences between it and some of the other shit out there is negligible at best. But man, I fucking love the interface. It is just way more straightforward than and like even Axe Effects is copping, you know, the shit that Line 6 has done with the Helix. Like they changed their interface and everything to make it more like it.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, would I ever get it personally? No, just for the simple reason that, you know, I'm really lucky that I'm able to have these amps and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I've worked my ass off to be able to have the amplifiers that I have, you know, and I'm still not like Luis Torres, fucking asshole. I've been telling him to sell me some of his fucking Marshalls, that piece of shit. And I hope he's still in the fucking chat. And if he's not in the chat, I'll message him after this and tell him that he's a piece of shit. I tell him I tell Luis Torres that he's a piece of shit almost like 6 out of 7 days a week. Like no joke. And he if he's in the fucking chat, he will confirm this. And yeah, that motherfucker's got an amazing amp collection. Like I'd rather go to his fucking house which I'm trying to, but you know, fucking COVID and all this bullshit. Yeah. I'd rather go to that motherfucker's house and hang out and try a bunch of amps. I'll answer that in a second, Compston. I'd rather go to his house and fucking try shit out than go to fucking GC and see what they got. Oh. And real quick, yeah. Yo, my boy Sinister Metal just got Imperiums in the 7-string. I hope you love it. I hope it's everything you wanted. My boy Joe Gooz, what's up, my man? Hope you're doing good, buddy. Sorry for the gas, you know, beer will do that to you.
Oh, I've been hiding this whole thing, like just like.
Oh, bro, let it rip, brother. Let it rip. Don't do the Ola where it's like, you know, Ola's cool and all, but that shit got whacked real quick. And that motherfucker's been doing that burping scheme for like fucking 4 years now. It's like, all right, brother. He's cool though. Ola's a super cool dude, super nice guy, but it's just like, yo, man, like, can we get back to the guitar stuff? Like less burping and more playing.
I got a cousin like that, so I'm kind of immune to it, I think. But I could see how it would get real old for most people.
Yeah. After a while, you're just like, come on, Ola, like,
right.
Talking about Ola, one thing that gets overlooked with him, hold on, they must have overwaxed them, seeping through the hex pole pieces. Hey, Compston, that's not good, man. All right, I'm going to go. Hey, Joe Guitars, thank you for sticking around. I know you were in both the Instagram and the YouTube, so thank you, bro. And I hope that you have a fun time with your Mesa. Definitely send me some videos and shit. And yeah, I want to check it out. But Justin, I don't know. Send me some pictures and shit. I wanna see what you're dealing with the Imperiums. Yo, and by the way, Joe Gooz, my man here, he's on Instagram as Joey Keys. He's a fucking phenomenal tech. The motherfucker knows his shit like the back of his hand. Great player too. That's one thing. Just wipe it away. He's a great player too. And it's phenomenal tech. So my man Joe, love you, buddy.
Let me see. Yeah,
Questions.
I say we got like 4 of them lined up here, all from Gabriel Carpenter.
Yo, Gabe, let's get it, bro.
All right, let's go. What? Okay. Let's do this one first. He kind of asked us earlier about our take on Solar guitars, and then he sent another thing just about guitars coming out of Indonesia in general.
Yo, Joe, love you too, brother. Hope you're doing well, my man. And Compson, stop with the bullshit. You know I love you too. I see you got the gay pride flags on. I love you too, homie. My man. Listen, the whole thing with Solars is it's interesting, man. Like me, Kevin, Fassard, Justin, and Luis Torres, we have a group that we talk to each other. And bro, it's fucked up. Listen, not everyone is able. Look, I grew up fucking broke and poor. I've had people tell me that, oh, I must have had rich parents or some shit. Dude, I grew up fucking broke and poor. I worked fucking 17 hours a day as a musician and whatever fucking odd jobs I could to fucking be able to afford the shit that I have in my fucking studio now. Which I got, like, you know, I got high-end custom shop guitars. I got high-end amplifiers, like handmade shit like the Cali, the Marshall. And, you know, I worked my ass off. Some people are working their ass off to pay for these Solar guitars, and they're not getting what they fucking paid for. They're getting fucking duds. You know, that's fucked up. Because me, as someone who can definitely understand the fucking struggle, it's not cool, man. When you're so fucking excited, you want to get the guitar of your dreams. For some of these people, they get it and they're like, yo, there's a fucking giant crack on the fretboard. Or even worse, oh, these frets are fucking coming out. Or these frets are not crowned right or whatever, and there's fucking buzzing going all over the neck. The logo's peeling off. That's just fucked up, bro. And the fact that they don't want to come out and have an official statement as to what's going on, I think is fucked up. I think it's fucked up. Like, if you've seen the KDH video,
yeah,
you know, KDH wrote to Ola, and Ola responded. He's like, I really don't think we need to make a statement about this. It's being dealt with. Well, guess what? In my opinion, you do need to make a statement about it, because it's not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's not four, it's not 5 people saying this shit. It's several people saying this shit, and several people who have bought their guitars at different times. And if you look at the Facebook group that is moderated by Solar Guitars, you won't see any of this shit. But if you look at the other group that's not moderated by Solar Guitars or anybody affiliated with the company, then you're going to see consistent issues of people saying, hey, I've got a cracked fretboard, or I've got frets that look like shit. They play like shit. They're fucking popping out. They need to be reseated, you know. Yeah, and look, what Justin just said is perfect. I'm not expecting perfection out of imports, but there's a certain threshold of QC issues. And listen, when you have several people complaining about the same issue, it's got to be addressed, because at this point it's gotten to be enough where people are talking about it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And if it's enough where people are talking about it, then it should be addressed. You know, I've played some of the guitars. The ones I played are great. My man Rex just joined the group. My man Rex got some Solar guitars, and I'm sure his guitars are awesome. He's had them for a while. But, you know, I really do feel that they need to address some of the QC issues that they've been having. Listen, the Corona shit is real. It has fucked up manufacturing for a lot of people. Floyd Rose right now is out of all the real original Floyd Roses. They're fucked. Like, they won't have stock probably until, they said February they will regulate shit. They're not going to regulate shit. They're going to have stuff ready for probably June or July where you can buy a Floyd Rose again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand manufacturing has been fucked up. But again, I feel that they need to address these issues and say, hey, listen, you know, we're having these certain issues. And some people have said that they have been dealing with it. Other people have said that, you know, Solar is not taking care of me at all. I don't know. I'm not a Solar user. I'm not a, you know, I don't have any of their guitars, so I don't know. I don't want to comment on shit that I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel that at least they need to make an issue, and Ola himself needs to make an issue, because even though he's not the guy who has the majority of the money to run that company, he is the face of that company.
Right.
You know, so I think for him to say that it's not important enough to make a statement about it on the KDH video, I didn't like that. Again,
Yeah.
Ola's a really cool dude. He's a really honest guy. I've met him. Great guy. I love hanging out with him. Love talking to him. Super nice guy. But I think, you know, he should say, hey, you know, this is what's going on. And at the beginning, he himself was flying out and doing the QC. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he brings a lot of passion and energy to what he does. So I don't fault him for 1 second. I'm not saying like, yo, you're fucking up.
Right.
But since he is unable to be there, I think what they should do, and Lewis, my man Luis Torres made a great video about it. One of the things that me and Justin were talking about is they need to take more, like they need to make less guitars and make sure that, hey, we may be, excuse me, we may be out of stock, but the guitars we're producing are fucking top notch, high quality. Like, when you get it, it's gonna be perfect. Much happier with quality, man.
Absolutely. I've got some friends that work at, well, I'm friends with the local, you know, music shop here, and they carry LTD and Jackson, maybe Schecter, which I'm pretty sure all of these come out of the same, well, all the Indonesian ones come out of the same factory as Solar, I believe. And that's been the thing for them is, you know, they've barely been able to get anything in. When they get something in, they sell out pretty fucking quick. But, you know, it's just really, really tough getting anything in from out of the country right now. So it seems like even the bigger brands, you know, are trying to exercise like what you're talking about. Which I've heard a couple of things with Jackson here and there. Nothing as bad as like what Solar's going through.
Yeah.
Schecter,
Jackson's wilding the fuck out, bro. Me and my boy Justin, we talk like, yo, that's my boy, bro. We talk about mad shit, and you know, some people will say that Justin trolls on his page and shit, Sinister Metal Guitars, but bro, he says the fucking truth. Like, you know, there's some motherfucking brands that is like, Jackson, why the fuck is Jackson paying or charging $1,300 to $1,400 for a guitar that's made in fucking China, when you know for a fact they're paying about $400 to $500 to get that guitar made?
Yeah.
Like, yo, and on top of that, their parent company is Fender, so they got the fucking money, dude. They got the fucking money to do it. Yo, Justin, go study, do your shit. I'll catch up with you later, brother.
Thanks for tuning in, man.
Yeah, it's my man right there, Sinister Metals, bro. But yeah, dude, like, you know, he raised a very valid point. It was just like, you know, they Solar or companies that are struggling should say, listen, we can't produce the volume that we were doing before Corona, but what we can fucking produce is top quality shit. So when you get it, you know it's right. I would much rather do that, have that as a customer, than, you know, get your fucking axe and be disappointed. This is my dude, my drummer Carlos right there. Carlos is a fucking, I love the guy, love him to death. He's trolling me right now. He's like, he Gooz, long time no see. That motherfucker, right before I, you know, got on the live stream with you, literally just had rehearsal with this motherfucker. Yo, Carlos, I hope you and your wife had a good dinner, good little get together, our outing. That's my man. I love that dude, bro. And me and him are working on finally, hopefully finishing the Murder album, which is my band. And hopefully we can get that done within the next couple of months for everybody to check out and hear or preview. And, you know, but he's a phenomenal drummer. And not only do I love him as a drummer and a musician, but, you know, as a friend, he's a great guy. I love him.
Hell yeah. Hey, I meant to ask, once the pandemic and all this shit we get some semblance of normalcy again, you gonna take to playing live shows again, or you think you're...
So I'm in a situation where, long story short, I'm supposed to do I can't reveal certain things. I can't say the band name. Oh, hold on one second, because YouTube, I think my battery was exhausted on YouTube. So give me 1 minute. Let me switch shit out. Oh, I may have to end the stream on YouTube. My bad, buddy. Give me 1 second. Your connection is stable. Please try while we stream. Hello on YouTube. Hey, YouTube guys, can you see my camera or no? Hey guys on YouTube, can you see my camera? Yes or no? I don't think they can. All right, give me 1 second. Sorry, man. Fucking battery got lagged out.
You're good. I think I got a low battery thing on my phone here like a second ago.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. I'll end that stream, and I'll just save that. I'll save that live stream real quick, and I'll start a new one. What were we on about before all this BS happened with my
mainly just talking QC problems and...
Yeah, you know, well, I guess, you know, since we kind of got off topic with the whole live stream shit. But yeah, you know, long story short, it's just like, listen, man, get your shit right, produce less, and have, you know, better quality.
Yeah. Man, we got a couple others here from Gabriel Carpenter still. We'll try to bridge a couple of them.
Okay.
Let me see. Basically, recommendation on a solid distortion pedal and a solid metal amp.
So, the depends on your budget. Depends on your budget. You know, like I said, I'm really lucky that I have certain amps that are really expensive, and you know, for me, like I want to think about it as like a regular consumer who may not be able to have the amplifiers that I have. I would say, yo, my man Daniel from Brazil, brother, how you doing, my man? Love you, buddy. I would say, a solid metal amplifier.
He tagged on that won't cost an arm and a leg.
Okay,
So
so
I
if
would
you're
guess,
thinking
yeah,
about an amplifier that won't cost an arm and a leg, that's maybe, let's say, used,
yeah,
we can say anything PV. Like, Joe, I love Randall. But anything PV would work. Their stuff is not that expensive, especially when you buy it used. And if you're using something like, even an Ibanez Tube Screamer, that's a fucking winning combo right there, man. You
yeah,
have literally a 6505 Plus, which is the same as the 5150 from Eddie Van Halen. You got a 6505 Plus. The option with that's cooler is the fact that you have different EQs for the different channels. You get a PV 6505 Plus, and you get a Tube Screamer, and you're fucking like death metal or black metal or any type of fucking
yeah.
extreme metal territory, and that stuff won't cost an arm and a leg. Like
Right.
you could probably get a PV 6505 Plus half stack for about $800 to $900. If you go on guitarcenter.com, they probably have a couple of PV cabinets, they're probably like $300, and the
Yeah,
heads are anywhere from, I've seen, 650 to 750. So you can get a good amp used, and then get a fucking Tube Screamer that'll cost you, I don't know. You can even get this right here, fucking Tube Screamer Mini, man. This shit fucking sounds great. And it won't break the fucking bank. Brand new, this motherfucker is like $89, and this was like the price years ago before, years ago.
yeah,
And so you get one of these, sounds fucking great, and there you go. You got a fucking Tube Screamer, which was a great boost. Nothing wrong with the Tube Screamer. It's the original. I mean, so many people copy this fucking thing. And whether they want to say it's this revolutionary new pedal or not, it's still a fucking Tube Screamer copy or inspired by the Tube Screamer.
yeah.
Tube Screamer sounds fucking great, especially when you couple it with a high gain amp already, like this PV6505 Plus. You can have a really expensive sounding rig for about anywhere, depending on how the used market is, anywhere from $750 to $1,000. And you got a professional touring or studio or home, rig, whatever you want to use it for, you'll have everything you need in that one package.
Absolutely.
Or like Joe said, Randall, I was a Randall endorsee for, I think, 7 or 8 years. I love Randall. I have so many Randall amplifiers. I've had so many Randall amplifiers till this, in my career as a musician. Those amps, you can get them for cheap, even cheaper than the PVs, like some of the solid state stuff. And again, you throw in a good boost, and there you go.
Right. Which I'll even tag on to there. If you just want something affordable, like you were saying, there's so many copies of even the Tube Screamer. Like, I've got a fucking Digitech Bad Monkey over there that I got for like $30. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Dude, the Bad Monkey's pretty cool, man. The Bad Monkey's pretty cool, especially as a boost, dude.
absolutely.
That shit is cool, man.
For sure.
Especially if you use it as a boost, that shit can do some damage.
Oh,
Yo, my man Chris, bro, Chris Digital. The orange stuff, I can't say I've used too much of the Orange Crush Pro. I have used the Dark Terror, and I like the amp, but it's just orange amps for me. It's just not my sound. It's not my taste. I don't love them, but they are well-made amps. They are great amps. It's just
heavy.
not my. What happened?
I was saying they're fucking heavy.
Bro, listen, you know what's fucking heavy? This shit right here. Hold on. That shit right there. The round thread, that amp is heavy as fuck, dude. I mean, it's not going to break my back, but if you want to look at it in terms of weight against other amplifiers, yeah, it's heavy. And one amplifier that is an absolute joy, YouTube right there, to carry is this Cali. Like this shit is fucking light as hell. The Fortin Cali, it's actually pretty light, which is one of the reasons why I love that amp. And obviously, fucking.
Oop, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yo, Thomas, what's up, bro? Thomas Farrow, what's up, bro?
Somebody.
Tom, real quick, Thomas, if you're just tuning in, this is part 2 of the Rigs of Death Metal, and I changed it, Ryan. The Rigs of Death Metal live stream. Unfortunately, my camera battery ran out, and I think it's going to run out again, which is okay because I have to go in a few minutes. I have one of my clients. Yeah, I got one of my clients downstairs.
It's all good.
And you know, we gotta get ready to do some pre-pro on this album.
Hell yeah.
But Thomas, if you're just tuning in, please watch the first half of this, which was about an hour long almost. So you missed some cool stuff. I don't know if you were in the other live stream, but if you're just joining us, thank you, and please go check out the other one. My man Joe, I think is the MVP for today with a bunch of questions. How do you feel about clone pedals for dope?
By the way, whoever was asking about the Orange Crush.
Yeah, it's my man Chris Digital.
Okay. My friend John from Outer Heaven, he plays on one all the time. He fucking loves that thing. He's got a little collection going of killer 90s solid state death metal amps, like the old Ampeg stuff.
Oh, dude, listen, I had fucking a wall of amplifiers, and I had the Dimebag rigs. I still have my old Dimebag rig downstairs in my old studio that some other guys have now that are friends of mine. My full stack is there. The only thing is that I don't have the heads. I did sell the heads, but I do have the matching cabs. But I can get a fucking RG100 ES like that if I wanted to, and fucking, you know, old school 90s death metal type shit again.
Damn, I can't ever find them.
Yo, bro, I know where they're at, man. I know where they're at. I got a couple of motherfuckers where I can say, listen, I'm Dreadful Gooz. I play this, you know, will you sell me this amp? And they will, you know. I got some dude in New York who's got a Randall RG100 ES XP, but he wants a fucking $1,000 for it. Do I have the money for it? Yes. Is the amplifier worth $1,000?
Nah.
Hell no. For $1,000, I can get fucking a great modern high gain amplifier. You know, people think that these RG100 ES amplifiers were amazing right out of the box. Like, no, they needed a lot of help.
Right.
You know, and I'm someone who owned about 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I think that I documented or that I have photos of, I have 2, but I owned about 4 of them, or had 4 of them in my possession at one time. So I will tell you, these amplifiers, those RG100 amps, they sound cool, but they need, for death metal shit, they need a lot of help. They need a tube screamer, they need a boost pedal, all that shit. You know, it's just like the Marshall JCM 800. Great amplifier, but it needs help.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dimebag ran 2 fucking different EQs with his RGs to get it to sound like he did, you know, and ran fucking crazy high output pickups on top of it. And I mean, he had a setup. So
yeah.
So, and even like the Marshalls, I don't know if you follow Brent Ferguson.
No.
He plays guitar for Guar now.
Okay.
But he also had like a cool punk band called US Bastards. He is a Marshall junkie, but he is also
real quick. Thomas, I'll answer that question before I go.
Oh. He's got a YouTube channel now called Perga Sound. And he is an amp tech on the side. So he's always like taking stuff apart and working on shit and making, you know, and uploads videos of it. some of the mods that he does to some of this old shit, it's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
And like, and there's videos of him like ripping some Deicide and Marduk and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, Marduk's fucking great band. Great band.
Oh yeah. So he knows how to coax super fucking heavy tones out of even like a vertical input 2203 kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Hell yeah. Dude. So real quick, because I do, guys, I really appreciate everybody who's been on the fucking stream. And the last one, Ryan, thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, you got it, dude. And guys out there on YouTube, thank you for sticking around for part 2. Part 1 was awesome, obviously. So if you're just joining in for part 2, please go watch part 1. We had a bunch of laughs and a bunch of cool shit going on in part 1. Dímelo, Solomonic Demons. What's up, bro? Yeah, so watch part 1. Real quick, Thomas, I dropped off my Marshall JCM 800 today, my 2210. I did have an issue with it. I was able to isolate it. If anything, send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Or no, maybe not on YouTube because I can't share like a video. But if you have Instagram or Facebook, send me a message, and I will show you exactly what happened to the JCM 800. I'm thinking about putting it in a video, but I had to drop off my Marshall JCM 800 today, luckily to a local amp tech, and he's going to take care of it. Long story short, V4 and V5 in the preamp tube sockets are fucked. So it doesn't matter if I have old tubes, new tubes, whatever tubes, they are microphonic, and I don't think it's the tubes. I think it's the tube slots. I don't even know if that's possible. But there's definitely something wrong with V4 and the tube slots of the amp. So, because, I did the whole thing where you tap on them. Yeah. The new power tubes are great. The 3 preamp tubes that control the gain are fine. Excuse me. But the effects loop or whatever's in V4, V5 of that amplifier, the 2210 Marshall, JCM 800, it's just got issues. So I decided, I at least narrowed down the problem, but I got to get it to a tech to fix it up. But guys, I do have to go because I have my client downstairs. Ryan, you're the man. We got to do this again.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You got it, brother. You got it, man. Guys out there on YouTube, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to play. I wanted to do some playing and shit, but
next time.
Next time. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow or some shit if you're free. Yeah. If you're free, I got a pretty stacked day tomorrow, but I got a bunch of clients and shit that I got to do, stuff that I got to get done. But yeah. I will try. If not, we will try again for next week. Thomas, thank you. Please go watch part 1. And Blacktooth Fox, my man out there in Englandia, thank you again for staying up and watching this shit. Oh yeah, Bodie, Ramir, I see you. Daniel, my man. Obrigado. Thank you for fucking checking it out, brother. Hopefully I can fly down to Brazil soon, but fucking COVID is not making it easy. But let me go because this battery is gonna die on my camera.
Me too.
And yeah, it's gonna happen again. It's the fucking lights on, like. So, guys out there on YouTube, thank you. Please watch part 1 if you didn't watch it. And if you don't have time for it, it's all good. Good night, guys. Thank you so very much. Ryan, my man, we'll do it again. Thank you, brother. Be easy, man. Peace, guys.
Later.
Later, bro.